Y'all excited? I'm excited. Gonna play some Space Engineers. I'm Kay. So I've gone ahead and started filling in all of this. I think where I am right now is going to be where all the assemblers, refinery, and cargo containers are. On this other side is going to be where all the living quarters, basically all the decorative rooms and everything that we have, med bay. Right here, I was having trouble trying to figure out a way to build stairs from our lower level into up to here. Now, just having this done itself, not including the refineries, not including all the sorter blocks, all the conveyor tubes, the conveyor tubes that go from here all the way down here so that all the ships down here can connect to them. Not including all those, I've almost hit 2,000 blocks. So I've got to figure out a way to start cutting and shaving because I still need to build walls and a ceiling. I want to make this entire thing airtight. So I had trouble trying to figure out a way up here. So what I've done is I've made a little hangar. What I'm going to do is I've started a little grid for it right here. What I'm thinking about doing is I've set up GPS coordinates. And these GPS coordinates is just above here and then straight down. Or at least I think it's straight down. Kind of hard to do. And what I'm thinking about doing is basically just building up. Since we're able to use commands through, like I can command that ship while I'm on this ship through like a button panel. I'm thinking about having like a, kind of like an elevator, except without the entire shaft and everything. Just basically a ship, a couple thrusters, and a bunch of chairs. And they fly you from there all the way up to here. Once it's up here, the hangar doors close. You get off. There you go. Want to go back down, you get on it, push a button, and it takes you back down. So I'm actually really interested in trying to see if I can figure out a way to do that. Never done anything like that. That sounds a little bit more complicated than I probably would want. But I think it's doable. It'll only take a couple timer blocks to gauge how long it goes up and down. As you can see, I've modified our welding ship so that I could weld the ceiling a lot easier. I was having a lot of trouble pointing straight up and not flipping it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start this up. So if it's just chairs, I really don't need that decorative of a ship. In fact, I can actually do something very similar to this right here. We got our 4 chairs. I don't believe we'll need more than 4. I could probably get away with just doing 2. We got our remote control block. Let's do our thrusters. We need to make sure we have an antenna as well as a gyroscope. Power for this is going to be a little... I'll have to try to figure out a way to do the power. Well, it looks like it might be working. Oh, it looks like this is the station GPS that I made. And if we go down to here, is it going to... It's not going to drop us? Do we need a downward thrust in order to get that to work? If we do, I'm going to use an ion thruster and not an atmospheric thruster. Alright, so let's go over here and redo this. Well, first things first, let's go ahead and make our antenna. I want to put a atmospheric right, or not, a ion right there. So we're going to have to build scaffolding so this doesn't detach. Alright, so this should take us down. Oh, I still got the scaffolding. I think the doors are freaking it out. Yeah, I think the hangar doors might be freaking it out. I mean, I'm telling it to... What if we take off the collision avoidance? I know that sounds dumb. But what if we do that? Collision avoidance is off, and... Hello, how are you doing? Alright, so we... Alright, so we come over here and we hit on... Hit to go up, get in the seat. And nothing. Oh my, what's... Alright, so we're heading up. Alright, so the no collision avoidance is freaking me out. Maybe when the hangars are done, we'll be able to do it. I mean, as you can see, it's a straight up and down. So it's not like we have to worry about it flying into the ceiling. Unless somehow this gets pushed off to the side and then it's going to fly into the ceiling. So we have ourselves a little elevator. As buggy as it may be, we have ourselves an elevator. Well, there, we have an elevator. Hey, how about that? Yeah, so I need to finish up these hangar doors and see if the collision avoidance will still work when the hangar doors are open. Because obviously with the way it is, I have to be concerned with if I accidentally ram it and push it. Or maybe I won't be able to. Alright, so if this gets pushed over to here, some apparent reason, then somebody comes over and hits up, collision avoidance is not, with it being off, it's gonna fly straight up. And I mean, it doesn't seem to cause any damage, but who knows? But obviously, as you can see, it gets stuck. So we're going to figure out if we can fix this. Alright, well, my steel plate should be done by now, so I should have enough to be able to finish the rest of this. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll bring you back afterwards. Alright. So a lot's happened. As you can see, we have a connector in the middle of my floor. The connector is not part of the regular grid. I'm using angled blocks to prevent it joining. There is a pipe that goes all the way under here, over there, up to join with the main station. Under here, I actually have several hydrogen tanks. That way any ship can dock, fill up their hydrogen, and leave. I've done a little bit more work on the hangar here, as well as we have our entire production line finished. I need to program all the sorter blocks, but it's pretty much done. Starting to do the oxygen system now. Everything, once the sorter blocks are programmed, and this is just temporary, there will be a connector inside this area right here. But in order for that to work, I've got to be able to pipe it all the way over to this area right here. It's probably going to go off of that conveyor. With that said, all that's done. We've already transferred everything out of the no-name ship. And once we finish these blocks up right here, which I did make them heavy armor, and I will extend my heavy armor a lot on the floor. Oh. Ooh, and it works. Now we can completely put our, well, not there. But now we can completely push our parts wherever we want. All right. Now, I have gone ahead and we've created our own faction in memory of my starbase. And since we're on the moon, I've named our faction the Setting Moon. We are allied to the Nidd starting faction. But pretty soon, whenever somebody wants to do PvP, now that I've got pretty much set up, I do need to do some mining, need to finish my mines, need to build a mining ship, need to finish getting this base built. But for the most part, man, I plan on building a little fighter ship. Nemesis built me a fighter ship, but unfortunately, I forgot to turn off my turret on the no-name ship when I exited the faction. So I destroyed his fighter ship. But we will build another fighter ship, and whenever somebody wants to have a little go, we'll do some PvP action. I do want this base to be neutral. So this will be pretty much open to everybody. I don't want anybody mining near me. That's just because of the way I want to do the mines, and I want to leave the surface as pristine as possible. Mainly so we can watch all the craters build up. We've gotten a bunch. In fact, if I go just outside my little cave, yeah, we've got quite a few little craters building up. We've got a nice one right here. Another one right over there. So, we've got, we started collecting, and of course, just over that hill, I think there's a crater from a welder ship. But we do need to get some turrets going. We need to get a whole bunch of final touches that get us completely up to our par. All right, well, until next time, have fun.